Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao. My English name is Alex, and now I live in China. I independently invented a new trade method, exchange trade, which will change the operating model of internet platforms and help us find the new growth points for the world economy. In addition, exchange trade can also improve commodity productivity and transaction quality help us delay economic recession and fight economic crises. The creation of exchange trade theory and the production of PPT teaching video are completely by me alone. However, due to my poor English, I did not display the video content directly, and the PPT explanation sound you heard later is done by computer software. There are two problems with my PPT presentation in English. The first problem, the video won't work well by doing this because my English is not good. You might not be able to understand many of my presentation. The second question, doing this will take me a lot of time. Even introducing a issue of extreme trade requires me to spend a lot of time on speaking practice. Doing this caused me to take me more time to complete the video, and you understand that screen trade will also be delayed. Given the depending recession right now, I think we are running out of time. I think it will have been a better option to release screen trade earlier. So I chose to write the Chinese PPT and speech, then translate them in English with the help of Google Translator, and finally rely on Microsoft's AI voice software to record the English version of Alice Trade explanation video. Because of the theoretical construction of extreme trade, the writing of relay copywriting, the production of PPT, and the recording and editing of videos are all completed by me alone. So if there are some omissions in some tabs, please forgive me. Please don't miss my video because PPT is displayed by AI. And don't choose to close my video because the wrong words and grammar in the video. Because edge screen trade that invent is really important. It will not only help world to delay the economic recession, help many countries fight the economic crisis, but also help the fund hope when your career is not doing well. Now, let's get started with the body content of the X-green trade.
Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao, and my English name is Alex. I independently invented a method to fight the economic crisis. Alex scoring trade. Please remember the name of this method, because it will be famous all over the world and completely change the world. This video is the 21th in the Alex scoring trade theory series. How Alex scoring trade against the economic crisis. This is the last video of my Alex scoring trade theory series. In all the previous videos, I will repeat the sentence I independently invented a method to fight the economic crisis Alex scoring trade. In this video, I will talk about why Alex scoring trade can fight the global economic crisis. I don't know how many new viewers have seen this video. For new viewers, my suggestion is to have a certain understanding of my previous videos before watching the content of this issue. Otherwise, some of the content of this video will be difficult for you to understand. Now let's start the official content. The current situation is that a new round of global economic tightening cycle has arrived. Some countries and regions have already experienced economic crisis, and some countries and regions are heading for economic crisis. To understand what is an economic crisis, we must understand what is economic prosperity, because the backside of economic crisis is economic prosperity, and economic prosperity depends on two aspects: productivity and debt cycle. Debt cycle includes short-term debt cycle and long-term debt cycle. The higher the productivity, the more prosperous the economy, and the more the debt expands, the more prosperous the economy. On the contrary, the lower the productivity, the more depressed the economy, the tighter the debt, the more depressed the economy. When the economic depression reaches a certain level, the economic crisis will come. The reason for the current economic downturn in the world is also very simple. Most of the countries in the world have maintained high debt ratios before, resulting in serious asset bubbles. Shrinking balance sheet. So what is the situation now? The current situation is that in terms of productivity, there has not been a huge technological change in the world, so there has been no major progress in production technology. On the contrary, due to the epidemic, war, and other reasons, the production efficiency of many enterprises has declined. We can regard productivity as a decrease. In terms of the debt cycle, countries led by the United States have adopted an economic strategy aimed at reducing the debt ratio. It is obvious that the debt cycle is already in a tightening process. At this time, the two factors that affect economic prosperity have all deteriorated, and it is naturally impossible for the economy to continue to prosper. So the question is, what should we do to delay or even prevent the recession from happening? The first idea, to increase productivity, to achieve decisive breakthroughs in the field of basic sciences, will bring about the same huge changes in productivity as the previous industrial revolutions. For this, I would not say it is impossible, but no one knows when such a breakthrough will be achieved and how it will be achieved. So my point is that we should continue to invest more in science, but don't expect science to lead us out of the economic crisis quickly because there is uncertainty in that direction. The second idea is to increase the scale of debt. With the United States as the leader, the world will abandon the economic austerity policy and continue to expand the scale of debt. This is also impossible. Take the United States as an example. The debt level in the United States has repeatedly hit a record high. If the debt continues to rise, the economic bubble will explode one day, destroying the American economy and causing a global disaster. In this way, two keys to economic prosperity, neither increasing productivity nor increasing debt ratios, seem feasible. Is there really nothing can be done? My suggestion is, let's not despair yet. Remember the Alex impossible triangle? The Alex impossible triangle proves that rational buyers are destined to disrupt traditional survey and make traditional survey fail. However, the Alex scoring survey has changed from a different angle. It no longer seeks to make rational buyers tell the truth in the survey, because it is impossible to do it by economic means, but uses rules to minimize the impact of rational buyers on the survey. It also achieves better results than traditional survey. Now, let's go back to the details of the two directions of increasing productivity and raising the debt ratio. This time maybe we will have some new ideas. 1. Improve productivity. The most effective means of increasing productivity must be breakthroughs in basic science. For example, what invented the steam engine to bring about the first industrial revolution? Tesla and Edison created electrical systems to bring about the second revolution, and Einstein proposed the theory of relativity to lead the third industrial revolution. So is there no way we can improve productivity other than to keep advancing in cutting-edge science and technology? I don't think so. I think that changes in knowledge and experience in production will also have an impact on productivity, and that's exactly what Alex scoring trades can do. 2. Optimizing the debt tightening cycle. The debt tightening cycle is a very painful process, mainly manifested in the downturn of the whole society, the slow sale of commodities, the increase in layoffs by enterprises, the reduction in employee wages, the decline in personal income, and the decline in the quality of family life. When people's dissatisfaction with their living conditions reaches a critical value, the law and order will begin to be chaotic, the society may enter into turmoil, and the economic situation will further deteriorate. Debt crunch cycles will be catastrophic if no effective measures are taken, and the Alex scoring trade also has a way to optimize debt crunch cycle conditions. Below, I'll discuss how Alex scoring trade can improve productivity and how it can optimize debt tightening cycles. First, improve productivity. Include 5 points. 1. Precise production and sales to reduce waste of resources. 2. Forcing enterprises to make progress and eliminating backward enterprises. 3. Promote fair competition and force individual efforts. 4. promote cultural prosperity and drive real industries. 5. Prosperity of knowledge economy, igniting enthusiasm for innovation. 1. Precise production and sales, reduce waste of resources. Alex Scoring Trade provides timely guidance for the production of enterprises by collecting user score information, reducing unsaleable situations, and thus reducing the waste of resources on the production side. Buyer users can reduce the interference of untrustworthy buyers and order click farms by rating their trustworthiness, buy more practical products, and reduce waste on the consumer side. After the resource waste of the enterprise is reduced, the cost is reduced and the productivity is improved. After the user buys the more satisfactory goods, the practical value of the goods is increased and the production quality is improved. 2. Force enterprises to make progress and eliminate backward companies. The credit department can understand the commodity situation of the enterprise through the Alex Scoring Survey or the Alex Scoring Trade. During the period of debt crunch, priority should be given to providing loans to high-quality and high-quality enterprises, while reducing or even clearing the loan quota of low-quality and low-quality enterprises. If the credit department uses the commodity score as the basis for enterprises to lend, it can force enterprises to upgrade and innovate, improve production efficiency, improve the competitiveness of commodities, and finally achieve the purpose of improving enterprise productivity. 3. Promote fair competition and force individual efforts. Alex Scoring Trade exposes lazy, inefficient, and incompetent employees within an organization by correlating merchandise and employee performance. Since the rating of an item is entirely up to consumers, employees cannot bribe consumers the way they can bribe their superiors. At this time, these employees either choose to have a correct attitude, work hard, actively innovate, and improve their product ratings, or they will be eliminated by the company. With a fairer and more transparent competition mechanism, employees will be more motivated to work and innovate, and their productivity will also be improved. 4. Promote cultural prosperity and drive real industries. Alex Scoring Trade can reduce the risk of buyers in the transaction of cultural goods and promote the prosperity of the cultural industry. How to reduce the risk of Alex Scoring Trade will not be discussed here. Please check the previous video. After the prosperity of the cultural industry, it will gradually penetrate into the real industry and improve the quality of the real industry. For example, the success of superhero movies not only makes the audience enjoy spiritually, but also can launch superhero-themed peripherals accordingly. For example, superhero series dolls, superhero series clothing, and superhero series theme parks will help the development of physical enterprises and improve the quality of physical enterprises. 5. Prosperity of knowledge economy, igniting enthusiasm for innovation. Due to their natural attributes, knowledge commodities are often characterized by high prices and high risks. Alex Scoring Trade promotes the prosperity of knowledge industry by reducing the risk of buyers in knowledge commodity transactions. How to reduce risk in Alex Scoring Trade war will not be explained in detail here. Please check the previous video. When knowledge can be exchanged for wealth, knowledge can better help enterprises to improve and upgrade. In this process, more people will join the process of innovation, generate new knowledge through innovation, bring wealth to themselves, and bring vitality to the economy. If knowledge can be circulated more efficiently in society, innovators will have a better social atmosphere, and the fourth technological revolution will get better soil. If the fourth technological revolution arrives in time, we will see hope for an end to this global economic crisis. Second, optimizing the debt tightening cycle. What is a debt tightening cycle? To discuss how the Alex Scoring Trade can optimize the debt reduction cycle, it is necessary to understand how the debt reduction cycle works. The general process consists of 4 basic operations. 1. Cut spending. 2. Reduce debt. 3. Wealth redistribution. 4. Issue currency. 1. Cut spending. The first step in the fiscal tightening cycle is to cut spending. The central bank raises interest rates to recover funds in the market, which will lead to a reduction in total social borrowing and a reduction in personal borrowing after total borrowing. When individuals, businesses, and even national governments cannot borrow money after that, it will start to actively reduce expenditure and consumption. What is even more frightening is that when individuals, enterprises, and governments start to cut spending, the total social demand will definitely decrease, resulting in slow sales of goods, decline in corporate income, reduction in employee wages, and asset, including stocks, real estate, etc. Fall, the total wealth of society shrinks. Since personal credit and the value of collateral are related to personal solvency, and collateral is related to asset value, the decline in asset value leads to a decline in the value of collateral. Personal solvency is related to wages and market prosperity. Debt solvency decline. The result of personal credit decline is the decline in borrowing capacity and personal debt limit. The credit of enterprises and governments has the same logic as personal credit. Therefore, at this time, individuals, enterprises, and governments no longer have enough credit to borrow, resulting in a decrease in total social borrowing, so everyone further reduces spending and enters a vicious circle. 2. Reduce debt. When individuals, enterprises, and governments all begin to reduce their finances, the solvency of most people will also decrease sharply, and many debts will turn into bad debts. At this time, the creditor will have to face the debtor's debt default or reorganization, and the creditor will be forced to sign a new debt agreement with the debtor. Under the new agreement, repayments could be reduced, interest could be lower, and repayments could be extended. Debt reduction is bad, creditors lose financial interest and debtors lose credit. 3. Redistribute wealth. When the recession hits and most people's living standards drop, society will begin to experience unrest. At this time, the government will find ways to redistribute wealth, including raising taxes on the rich and lobbying the rich to make donations. After the government receives the money, it will be used to distribute relief funds and food aid to the poor. At this time, due to the serious gap between the rich and the poor, more people's lives cannot be guaranteed, and the contradiction between the rich and the poor will become particularly serious. If the government cannot deal with it effectively, the whole society will fall into turmoil, and even wars between countries will occur, the business environment will further deteriorate, and the economic crisis will become more serious. 4. Issue money. If a country can survive tough times and successfully curb inflation, digest economic bubbles, and shrink its debt deficit, it proves that the country has survived a painful debt shrinking cycle. At this time, the central bank finally has enough credit to start quantitative easing by issuing money and start the next cycle of prosperity. Now I'll see how the Alex scoring trade can ameliorate the woes of a debt tightening cycle based. Include 5 points. 1. Precise to leveraging to prevent wrong decisions. 2. Use the score as credit to improve personal credit. 3. Commodity preferences move closer to the rich to achieve peaceful transfer of wealth. 4. Alex scoring trade gambling game, retaining the hope of the wealth class jumping. 5. Promote the prosperity of cultural industry and improve the quality of people's spiritual life. 1. Accurate recovery of funds to prevent wrong decisions. The first action in response to a debt crunch cycle is to reduce spending. In a debt crunch cycle, the economy enters a recession, but not all businesses and individuals should be restrained from expanding and spending. If a business has the ability to produce high-quality products at low cost, it should continue to lend to support its expansion within certain limits. If an enterprise's products can continue to generate stable profits, excellent employees in the enterprise should be encouraged to borrow and consume within a certain limit to maintain economic vitality. A distinguishing feature of debt crunch cycles is the continued decline in the amount that individuals can borrow, making life more difficult when people can't borrow. The reason for the decline in personal loan limits is that the personal credit of the vast majority of people will continue to decline at the beginning of the debt tightening cycle. It is also simple to understand the relationship between personal credit and debt tightening cycles. A person's credit is equal to his assets collateral and his solvency. After entering the debt tightening cycle, the value of the asset collateral will decline with the decline of the housing market and the stock market. At this time, if the person wants to have the same credit, he must improve his solvency. Generally speaking, the short-term solvency is mainly reflected in a person's salary income, but the scary thing is that after entering the debt tightening cycle, the market becomes sluggish, the goods begin to be unsaleable, and the company has to reduce employee wages and layoffs. The ability of most people to pay their debts will also decline. When the value of a person's assets and collateral declines and his ability to pay his debts also declines, his credit will inevitably decline. At this time, he will not be able to survive the crisis with loans as he did in the past. This is a very scary thing. Think about it: if you have less savings, asset depreciation, a drop in wages, or even a job loss, and you want to borrow some money from the bank to support your household expenses. But the bank tells you that you can't get a loan from the bank because your credit has declined. How are you going to pay for your household expenses? 2. Use the score as credit to improve personal credit. This is particularly evident in the services sector during a debt crunch cycle. Excellent pianists sold their pianos because of the decrease in the audience and were forced to change careers to survive, so we lost a good pianist. Because of the decrease in tourists, the beautiful tourist attractions had to be declared bankrupt and abandoned, so we lost a beautiful place to visit. The truth is that if the government is in a debt crunch cycle, if the banks force many high-quality businesses and individuals into bankruptcy, it will only make the situation of a country in an economic crisis more difficult, and the crisis lasts longer. And the Alex scoring trade has given more people an opportunity or a direction of effort. If you work harder at work or have a talent for innovating, getting yourself a higher rating on related items can prove your ability. At this time, the credit department can observe your score, recognize your debt repayment ability, and then improve your credit, loan you during the debt tightening cycle, help you to expand production when you lack funds, and help you pay the necessary cost of living. 3. Commodity preferences move closer to the rich to achieve peaceful transfer of wealth. In the general process of wealth redistribution, there are generally 3 methods. The government increases taxes on the rich voluntarily donate money or establish charitable foundations, and the poor illegally plunder the rich. All 3 methods have drawbacks. The first method, when the government raises taxes on the rich will also try to avoid taxation, so not long ago, the world's major governments had to jointly sign the Global Minimum Tax Agreement, which shows that it is not easy to tax the rich. The second method, the implementation process will not encounter any problems, but the amount of donations from the rich is still too small compared to the amount to solve the gap between the rich and the poor. The third method, you don't want to see this method used because when this happens it is often accompanied by terrible wars, crime, violence. If this kind of thing has started to happen in a large number in an area, and the government can't come up with a countermeasure, then the security of the area has collapsed, and you better flee the area as soon as possible. Now the Alex scoring trade provides an economic idea for wealth redistribution, making the rich more willing to spend and the poor more able to save. For the rich, because the Alex scoring trade requires merchants to shift their product preferences to buyers who are willing to pay, consumers with stronger purchasing power are more likely to affect the after-sales score of the product, which will make the rich more likely to affect the style of the product. In the Alex scoring trade, the rich pay more, but also get a higher say in commodity style. For the poor can use the rational man strategy in the Alex scoring trade to reduce the cost of purchase. The poor get closer to the average score in the scoring survey by giving up self-expression of their true thoughts, and finally get rewards. The advantage of this is that the poor can pay less when buying the same goods as the rich. In the Alex scoring trade, the poor give up more say in commodity scoring and get lower transaction prices. Alex scoring trade has many advantages, including the freedom of the process and no contradiction. It involves a wide range. As long as the Alex scoring trade is used, the wealth transfer between the rich and the poor can be realized. 4. Alex scoring trade gambling game, retaining the hope of the wealth class jumping. In the previous video, I introduced that the Alex scoring trade can be a gambling game, which is very important. During a debt crunch cycle, the declining income and quality of life of most people, combined with the heavy debt burden, make it urgent for many to change the status quo. However, due to the sluggish economy and the lack of entrepreneurial opportunities during the debt crunch cycle, people lack ways to increase wealth. This situation can easily make some people give up to work hard, so they either choose to give up on themselves or choose to commit crimes. In order to prevent such a thing from happening, the government should help the poor by distributing relief funds and food, and on the other hand, it should also give hope to the poor. The Alex scoring trade turns into a gambling mode by formulating reward rules, and buyers can get high-odds gambling opportunities when they rate products. Through the cooperation of multiple merchants and the centralized reward method, the prize of the Alex scoring trade can be as high as millions of dollars, which is enough to change the fate of a family. Although the winners are destined to be very few, as long as such hope exists in difficult times, many people will not so easily choose to give up themselves and commit crimes. 5. Promote the prosperity of cultural industry and improve the quality of people's spiritual life. During a debt crunch cycle, the material quality of life for most people is bound to decline. During this period, due to the decline in the asset value of most people, the decline in wages, and the decline in personal credit, they could not get enough loans. As a result, most families could no longer enjoy the material life in the debt expansion cycle. At this time, they can use cultural entertainment to supplement. The key to cultural entertainment is cultural commodities, which are different from material commodities, and the cost of cultural commodities will be greatly reduced as the number of buyers increases. Suppose the cost of making a song is $100,000. If there are only 10 buyers, the music producer needs to charge each buyer $10,000 to recover the cost, but if there are 100,000 buyers, each buyer only music producers pay $1 to recoup their costs. If there are 10 million buyers, each buyer pays just 1 cent to the producers. With the blessing of the internet, everyone can buy cultural goods with only a small fee. Alex scoring trade can make the cultural industry more prosperous. Cultural enterprises, including film and TV drama companies, music production companies, book publishing companies, and game companies, if they rely on the IoT platform to use Alex scoring trading, they will be able to produce popular cultural goods with higher efficiency, and consumers can also find your favorite cultural goods with greater efficiency. Alex scoring trade from two aspects: improving productivity and optimizing the debt tightening cycle to resist this global economic crisis. That's why I start each video by claiming that the Alex scoring trade can fight a global economic crisis. It is important to note that the effect of Alex scoring trade on different countries is different. Because each country's monetary policy, debt rate, inflation level, productivity, scientific and technological advancement, resource abundance, and other indicators are not equal, and these indicators directly determine a country's economic bubble degree and ability to end the economic crisis. But please believe, individuals who can effectively use the Alex scoring trade will have faster improvement and progress than others. Enterprises that can successfully implement Alex scoring trade will have more innovation and development than enterprises that maintain traditional trade. Countries that can successfully promote Alex scoring trade will have a stronger ability to resist economic crises than countries that maintain traditional trade. As usual, is a summary of the video content. Economic crisis is the product of economic recession. Economic prosperity or recession mainly depends on two indicators: productivity and debt cycle. There are two main reasons for the current economic downturn. The first reason is the decline in global productivity caused by the epidemic and war, and the second reason is that the world has entered a cycle of debt contraction. There are two ways to combat this global economic crisis. The first is to find ways to increase productivity, and the second is to make the operation of the debt contraction cycle more acceptable. On the one hand, Alex scoring trade can improve productivity by reducing trade waste, promoting enterprise innovation, stimulating employee competition, promoting cultural industry, and activating knowledge economy. On the other hand, the Alex scoring trade optimizes the debt tightening process in 5 directions through more accurate deleveraging, scoring to improve personal credit, product preference to move closer to the rich, to provide hope for class advancement, and to provide people with better spiritual enjoyment. This allows us to overcome the economic crisis in a more efficient and gentle way in a shorter period of time. At present, the global spread of the new crown epidemic has begun to decline, and many countries have tried to adopt an open attitude and open their doors. The war in Ukraine will not continue forever, and it will end one day. We may not be able to decide how many times the virus will mutate, predict when the war will end, or change the fact the world has entered a debt crunch cycle. But that doesn't stop us from reducing unnecessary waste in our lives, creating ways to be more productive at work, finding happiness in our culture that replaces material enjoyment, and striving to find the fourth technological revolution to end the economic crisis ahead of schedule. If we want to solve the economic crisis faster, the fastest way is to create the best present and leave the future to destiny. This video is the last video of my Alex scoring trade theory series. After you watch this 21 theoretical series of videos, you will have a systematic understanding of Alex scoring trade. In the future, I will launch a series of practical articles on the Alex scoring trade. In that series, I will introduce how to use the Alex scoring trade in detail. Welcome to Communication and Learning. Before the finale of the Alex scoring trade theory video series, I'd still like to ask you guys a favor. When you have watched all the videos of the Alex scoring trade theory series, please also forward my video to those who need it, whether they are your relatives, friends, classmates, or not acquaintance of strangers. They may be suffering from economic recession at this time, and the Alex scoring trade can help them. See you in the Alex scoring trade practical series.